Imagine a place so haunted, the walls whisper secrets from centuries past, a place where a single name, Chloe, has terrified visitors for generations. But who was she? And why does her spirit still roam these halls? This is the dark legend of Myrtles Plantation. This historic Louisiana mansion looks almost storybook from a distance, but its walls conceal a dark and tragic history. Legends of unrelenting spirits, lost souls, and vengeful apparitions have plagued this site for over a century. With 20 rooms, sprawling verandas, and grand architecture, the Myrtles Plantation stands like a fortress on high ground in St. Francisville. Yet, it's not the building's beauty that has drawn thousands of visitors, but rather the ghost stories that haunt its halls. According to legend, one of the plantation's most tormented spirits is that of Chloe, a young woman enslaved on the property by Judge Clark Woodruff. For years, Chloe endured her master's cruelty and took to eavesdropping on his conversations, hoping to protect herself by anticipating his temper. When Judge Woodruff caught Chloe listening at a doorway, his punishment was brutal. He ordered that her ear be cut off. From that day forward, Chloe was forced to hide her disfigurement beneath a green turban, her shame and anger festering beneath. One fateful day, Chloe planned revenge. She slipped poisonous oleander leaves into a birthday cake meant for Mrs. Woodruff and the children. Some say her goal wasn't murder, she wanted to make them sick, nurse them back to health, and secure a better position in the household. But the plan went horribly wrong. Mrs. Woodruff and her children died after consuming the deadly dessert. Chloe's punishment was swift. Terrified of retribution, the other enslaved people hanged her in plain sight. They then weighed down her body with rocks and threw it into the Mississippi River. Yet, according to legend, Chloe's spirit never left the grounds. Today, visitors report sightings of a woman in a green turban, moving through rooms, watching guests from the shadows. In 1992, a photograph of the plantation mysteriously revealed a figure resembling Chloe, though no one was in that area when the picture was taken. But Chloe's tragedy was only the beginning. After her death, the Myrtles Plantation would witness yet more heartbreak. The plantation changed hands and its new owner, a wealthy family man, moved in with his 5 children. But tragedy struck again as the entire family, one by one, fell victim to tuberculosis and passed away on the property. Years later, the plantation would pass to one of this man's surviving daughters and her husband, the Winters. But fate had more dark twists in store for them. One of the plantation's most haunting tales is that of William Winter, the husband of the plantation owner's daughter. In 1871, Winter, a teacher and beloved member of his community, was shot by an unknown assailant as he stood on the porch. Mortally wounded, he staggered back inside trying to reach his wife upstairs. On the 17th step, he collapsed and died in her arms. Today, visitors and staff alike report hearing his footsteps echoing through the halls, as if he's still trying to make his way up the stairs to be with her. Inside Myrtles Plantation sits a mirror with an unsettling reputation. According to Southern lore, mirrors must be covered after a death to prevent spirits from being trapped inside. But this mirror was left uncovered after Mrs. Woodruff and her children's deaths, and many believe their souls became ensnared. Over the years, visitors have reported seeing ghostly faces and child-sized handprints that reappear no matter how often the mirror is replaced or cleaned. Some say it's the lost souls of the Woodruff children, lingering near the dining room where they met their tragic end. In addition to Chloe and William Winter, there are tales of other ghostly inhabitants, children who roam the grounds. In the years after Chloe's death, one family who owned the plantation lost several children to illness. Guests have reported hearing children giggling, tugging on their clothes, and even asking questions in whispers. These sightings leave visitors wondering if they're encountering the spirits of Chloe's accidental victims or other children who died on the grounds. The Myrtles Plantation has even been used as a film set, drawing Hollywood productions like The Long Hot Summer. But cast and crew weren't immune to the hauntings. Furniture moved on its own, unexplained shadows appeared on camera, and some people felt an unshakable presence watching them. Today, Myrtles Plantation operates as a bed and breakfast and hosts ghost tours that delve into its eerie history. In the 1970s, when the Myers family purchased the property, paranormal activity escalated. Guests often spot Chloe's spirit, or hear heavy footsteps echoing through empty halls. Some say the house itself seems to come alive after dark. The Myrtles Plantation has been featured on numerous paranormal shows and is widely regarded as one of the most haunted places in America. Is the Myrtles Plantation simply a relic of the past, or does something truly supernatural haunt its halls? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Nightmare Creek for more chilling stories like this one.